Yeah, I think in the case of Cueto, he preys on your aggression. Like he throws pitches that have the appearance of strikes and gets you chasing out of the zone. It's kind of what you saw in Greinke last year. I think Greinke specialized in that last year, and I think you see Cueto doing that somewhat masterfully today, where I'd say a high percentage of the pitches we swung at weren't strikes. And they were just off the plate. And to his credit, he makes the pitches appear like they're going to be strikes, cuts them off the plate, runs them off the plate in. He pitches. He pitches really well. And gets soft contact outs because of that. Like, we have to go to another level of discipline if we're ever going to beat guys like that. That's just the simple truth. Like, we have to, like that last at bat by Upton is a prime example of it. Norris is second to last at bat, prime example of it. Cueto doesn't give in. He preys on you expanding the zone. He did it very well tonight. We collectively did not respond well to it, and he pitched well. I mean, he's a guy that's like touch and feel early in the game. He's pitching at 87, 89, and then he gets down to the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, and he morphs, and he's throwing 94, 95. I mean, he's like almost a completely different pitcher at that point in time. So, like, there is some credit due to him. There's a reason he's got a 2-something ERA. It's not just us he's been good against. But at the same time, like, if we have any intention of beating him, we're going to see him again in, I think, 5 days. If we're going to beat him, we have to be disciplined, and we have to force him into the strike zone. I think there were stretches where Buster Posey wasn't even setting up on the dish at all. He's setting up off the plate, and Cueto's throwing pitches exactly where he wants to, just off the plate. So, tip of the cap to him in that regard, and to us, like, it's a bigger challenge going forward.
You have a couple guys coming off the deal pretty soon, and it seems like you've been running up against an ace every single night. But is there a point where, I guess, lack of offense and good pitching takes a toll on the pitchers?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see our pitchers shrinking back from anything right now. I don't see Drew Pomeranz shrinking back. I saw one pitch that got hit out of the ballpark to right field today. Pitch, frankly, like we felt pretty good about executing. Thought he threw a pretty good pitch. Talking to Darren Balsey, up and away and out of the zone on the black away. And Pence put a good swing on it. It's a pitch that, like, Drew strikes a lot of people out on. So you look up, he gives you 6 innings, he gives you a 2-run ball. I don't see him shrinking back. I don't see Brandon Maurer, Ryan Buchter, Brad Hand, or any of those guys that threw today nervous about how much run support they're getting right now. I see pitchers executing pitches. Eventually we'll rise up and meet them on the offensive end.
So he meant to go away on that pitch to defend. It looked like Derek's glove was slightly maybe set up inside a little more to start.
I think it was just up, trying to elevate outside of the zone up, and he put a good swing on it. I think just up middle was kind of the intention there. Yeah, it was outstanding. Brad Hand was in there quick, fairly dominant in short work of his inning, and Maurer was up to 99 today. His stuff looks electric, and Ryan Buchter's been that way all season long. So felt good about it. Ran our guys out there in that sense, went aggressively after this game. Like, sometimes you don't run those guys out when you're down a run, but they all were rested coming off the off day and not throwing yesterday. So I wanted to give our offense every opportunity to score, and we kind of tried to manage it aggressively at the end of the game too. In the 8th inning, we ran 3 pinch hitters out and trying to do whatever we could to change the rhythm and the flow of the game. And to Cueto's credit, we couldn't do it. He's good. Felt fine in the at-bat. Every anticipation will be in the lineup tomorrow. It was a good day for him and for us in that regard. He kind of went into yesterday not knowing how it was going to play out and if he was going to be available for us in the near future. And woke up this morning feeling substantially better, so it's good to have him. We definitely need him in the lineup. He's a big part of it. Has good quality at-bats for us. Gets on base, kind of starts things. And Travis has done a nice job in John's absence. Just good to have all those guys.
You mentioned the Upton and the Norris walks. How much concern is there with regard to the ratio of kind of walks to the high strikeout?
I think ideally you want to be the highest on-base team in the league. You don't want to be on the other end of the spectrum. I think you got to be a team that forces pitchers to work if you have every intention of competing late into the season and having an opportunity to play in the playoffs. You have to have competitive at-bats consistently. And I think for us it really is just locking into our zone, and if it's not there, it's trusting the next guy. I think Upton did that twice today. Norris did that once. Doesn't mean you're always going to walk. Sometimes you're aggressive on the first pitch, and that's really good baseball. We just want to be aggressive on our pitch more consistently.